Hey, so yeah, I was just thinking about how when I was a kid, I would always draw the same most mediocre pictures. Like I wouldn't really branch out and draw anything new. I would just redraw over and over and over again the same like 5 or 6 different little characters. And sometimes I would try to draw them doing different stuff, but most of the time I would just draw them the same. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, I really like doing that. And I didn't have anything I could really reference to draw new, so I just had to draw what I knew how to draw. I didn't go home and think, let me practice some drawing so I can practice this drawing at school. No, that's too much work. And we're not at school and I'm going home, not 2 different places, 2 different things going on. We're not doing that. But I was like, is it a little bit sad? And in a way, am I just coping with the trauma that, I'm doing the same thing when I'm there? I'm sitting there, listening to someone tell me information that's, very easily digestible, but, forever. I just feel like I never got the information fast enough. Just tell me what do you want? Just tell me what it is. And, when I was learning how to learn, I learned that going faster helps me learn. I get so uninterested when it's slow. I did this test just recently, where you got an attempt at the test, and then if you failed, you could just take the test again. So, I did go through the slides, but I wasn't, taking notes or anything, because, well, these slides didn't have enough information to need notes, but I wasn't necessarily acing the test every time, because I didn't, have any references for the information. Now, sometimes I was just not going on my first instinct, and that was messing me up. But I'd have to say I mostly relied on the fact that you could then review the questions, figure out the answers, skim over those, collect them, go back, get 100% each time. Which is what I used to also do in high school, really hard. I would really rely on just being able to fail sometimes, because it was easier than just actually learning it. And then I would learn from this experience. I would learn, the 100%, I guess, is genuine. But then I'm but I didn't really practice on that information. But it's the fact that the information is fed to me directly, like this. That is my literal learning style. I cannot do all of this, very slow. Very, very slow learning. So, yeah, I don't know. I want to go back to college, so I'm kind of been, thinking about it a lot, because last time I was in college, I didn't really understand what to do. I was really lost, but I think that if I take college like an art project where I just need to get whatever the goal is for the assignment, I just get that done, then in the time that needs to be done, then I should be winning the game. So I think that's how it's played, and I think that I can get through that pretty easy, especially because I actually know how to take notes now. Because before, I didn't really understand how learning worked. I did take a class on how to do college when I was in college the first time, and I wanted to take that class, and I was a little bit judged for it, but I was like, no, because if I'm gonna learn the tricks to, actually being successful in college, then I'm gonna take the class that they provide about being successful in college. And I think it even was before college started, so I took that class, and it was a really good class. It didn't teach me too many more tricks than I already knew, but I do recall it being very useful. So that's sick that was useful. but I didn't really know how to apply it practically when I did go into college. And I actually didn't do too bad in college at all. I just needed to stay focused on the end goal being my motivation, my inspiration, sorry, I guess, to use as motivation to move forward, and just being able to regulate myself better and be like more of an adult than I actually was at the time, because I was not. So yeah, this is about test taking, by the way. This video is about test taking, and you think I would give you some sort of more hint than like test taking, like you can just take a course on test taking. You don't need to tell you tips on test taking. Just take a little, like, watch a YouTube video on test taking. Jeez. But for me, this is just, I'm just talking about learning styles and how to get through college. That's what it is. And I think this is a good video. So, thanks for watching, and have a great day.